Hey everyone, welcome to the English Mind channel. I'm Smith and I'm so happy you're here. Let's learn English together, step by step, every single day.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rihana, and I'm excited to guide you on your English learning journey. Stay with us, Fawn. Every lesson will help you grow.
Oh my God. Wait.
What happened?
I just realized something crazy about English fluency.
Okay. I'm listening.
So many people think fluency means speaking perfectly, but that's not true at all.
Exactly. And today we're talking about exactly that topic.
Yes, welcome back to the English Mind, everyone. Today's topic is how to improve English fluency.
And trust me, this is going to change the way you think about speaking English.
Okay. Before we start, please hit that like button right now.
Yeah. And subscribe if you haven't already. We need your support.
Oh, and comment below. Tell us, what's your biggest struggle with English fluency? Is it pronunciation, grammar, or just fear?
Great question. We want to hear from you because your comments help us create better content.
All right, Smith, so let's start with the basics. What does fluency actually mean?
Good question. See, most people think fluency means speaking without any mistakes, but that's wrong.
Seriously?
Yes, fluency actually means speaking smoothly and naturally, even if you make small mistakes.
Wow, that's actually relieving to hear.
Yeah, native speakers make mistakes too. The key is confidence and flow.
Oh, I love that. So it's more about communicating your ideas clearly, right?
Exactly. It's about getting your message across without long pauses or constant hesitation.
Okay. That makes sense. So, what's the first step to improve fluency?
The first step is to stop translating in your head.
Come on, that's so hard though.
I know, but listen, when you translate from your native language to English, it slows you down.
That's true. I remember when I was learning, I used to think in my language first, then translate.
Exactly. And how long did that take?
Ugh, forever. Like someone would ask me a question and I'd be standing there thinking.
Yeah, and by the time you answered, the conversation had moved on.
So embarrassing. So, what should people do instead?
Start thinking directly in English. I know it sounds difficult, but it's possible with practice.
Okay, give us some practical tips. How do we actually do that?
Sure. First, try to describe your daily activities in English, even in your mind.
Oh, like when you're brushing your teeth, you think, I am brushing my teeth in English?
Exactly. Or when you're cooking, think, I am chopping onions or I am boiling water.
That's actually pretty smart. So you're training your brain to work in English mode.
Correct. Another tip is to label things around your house in English.
Oh, I did that. I put sticky notes everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, on the fridge, it said refrigerator. On the door, it said door. On my mirror, it said mirror.
That's awesome. It helps you think in English automatically.
Okay, so step one is thinking in English. What's step two?
Step two is speaking practice, even when you're alone.
Wait, talking to yourself?
Yes, don't be shy about it. Talk to yourself in English every day.
Okay, but what should people talk about?
Anything. Describe your day, talk about your plans, even have imaginary conversations.
Ooh, like pretending you're ordering food at a restaurant?
Exactly. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're at a coffee shop.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll be the barista. You order something.
All right, hi. Can I have a large cappuccino, please?
Sure. Would you like any sugar or milk with that?
Oh, yes, just a little bit of milk, no sugar, please.
Great. Anything else?
Do you have any chocolate cookies?
Yes, we do. Would you like one?
Yes, please. How much is everything?
That'll be $7.50.
Perfect. Here you go. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Woo, that was smooth.
See? That's how you practice real conversations. You can do this at home alone.
I love it. And it actually helps you prepare for real situations. Exactly. Now, Comment below, everyone. What's one situation you want to practice? Airport? Shopping? Job interview?
Yes, tell us. We might make a video about it.
All right, let's talk about step 3. This one is super important.
Ooh, what is it?
Stop being afraid of mistakes.
Oh my God, yes, this is huge.
So many students don't speak because they're scared of making mistakes.
I was exactly like that. I remember once I said I go to there yesterday instead of I went there yesterday.
That's a common mistake.
And everyone looked at me weird. I felt so embarrassed.
But you know what? Everyone makes mistakes, even native speakers.
Really?
Yes, the important thing is that people understood what you meant, right?
Yeah, they did understand.
So that's what matters. Communication is more important than perfection.
Aw, that's actually really comforting to hear.
Another thing, mistakes actually help you learn faster.
How?
Because when you make a mistake and someone corrects you, you remember it better.
Oh, that's true. Like, I never made that go to there yesterday mistake again after that.
That's a common mistake. Exactly. So embrace your mistakes. They're part of the learning process.
I love this mindset. Okay, what's step 4?
Step 4 is immersion. Surround yourself with English as much as possible.
Okay, but how do we do that if we don't live in an English speaking country?
Great question. You can create your own English environment.
How?
Watch English movies and TV shows without subtitles.
Wait, without subtitles? That sounds scary.
That's a common mistake. I know, but trust me, when you watch with subtitles in your native language, you're reading, not listening.
That's true.
Start with shows or movies you've already seen. That way, you know the story.
Oh, smart. So you can focus on understanding the English.
Exactly. Also, listen to English podcasts, music, audiobooks.
Oh, I love listening to English songs, but sometimes I don't understand the lyrics.
That's okay. Look up the lyrics and read along while listening. Ooh, good idea. Any other immersion tips?
Yes. Change your phone language to English.
Seriously?
Yes. It forces you to read English every single day.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Same with social media. Follow English speaking accounts. Read English posts. Comment in English.
That's actually really practical. You're learning without even realizing it.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about step 5 speaking speed and rhythm.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Many students speak too slowly because they're thinking too much.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
But fluent speakers have a natural rhythm and flow.
So, how do we develop that rhythm?
Practice speaking at a natural pace. Don't worry about being perfect.
But what if I don't know a word? Should I stop and think?
No. Keep going. Use a simpler word or describe what you mean.
Oh, like if you don't know the word umbrella, you could say, the thing that protects you from rain.
Exactly. That's called circumlocution. It's a very useful skill.
Whoa, I learned a new word. Circumlocution.
Yes, it means explaining something when you don't know the exact word.
That's so helpful. Okay, let me try. What if I don't know the word refrigerator?
Go ahead, describe it.
It's the big box in the kitchen where we keep food cold.
Perfect. See, you communicated the idea clearly.
I love this technique. Okay, what about pronunciation? That's a big issue for many people.
Good question. Pronunciation is important, but it doesn't have to be perfect.
Really?
Yes, the goal is to be understood, not to sound exactly like a native speaker.
Oh, that's relieving.
But there are some sounds that are really important to practice,
Like what?
like the difference between ship and sheep,
Oh no, I always confuse those.
or beach and another word we won't say on this channel.
Oh my god, yes! That's so embarrassing when you mix those up.
Exactly. So practice the sounds that change the meaning of words.
how do we practice pronunciation?
Listen carefully to native speakers and try to imitate them.
Like copying their mouth movements?
Yes, watch how their lips and tongue move. It helps a lot.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Also, record yourself speaking and listen back.
Ugh, I hate hearing my own voice.
I know, right? But it's really helpful. You can hear your mistakes and fix them.
Okay, I'll try it. Now, let's do another role play, this time at a restaurant.
Great idea. I'll be the customer, you be the waiter.
All right. Good evening, sir. Welcome to our restaurant. Do you have a reservation?
Yes, I have a reservation under the name Smith.
Perfect. Right this way, please. Here's your table. Can I get you something to drink?
Yes, I'd like a glass of water and maybe a glass of red wine.
Excellent choice. Are you ready to order food or do you need a few more minutes?
I need a few more minutes to look at the menu, please.
Of course. Take your time. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thank you so much.
Okay, wow, that was good.
See, these role plays really help you prepare for real situations.
Absolutely. All right, everyone, quick quiz time. I'm going to say a sentence and you tell me if it's correct or not.
Ooh, I love quizzes.
Okay, here's the first one. I am going to the mall yesterday. Correct or wrong?
Wrong. It should be I went to the mall yesterday.
Exactly. You can't use am going for past time. Next one. She don't like pizza. Correct or wrong?
Wrong again. It should be she doesn't like pizza.
Perfect. One more. They has been waiting for 2 hours. Correct or wrong?
Wrong. It should be they have been waiting for 2 hours.
Yes. Great job, everyone. These are common mistakes that learners make.
Now, let me share a personal story about fluency.
Ooh, I love story time.
When I was younger, I was so afraid to speak English in public.
Really? You seem so confident now.
Yeah, but back then I was terrified. I remember once I had to give a presentation in English.
Oh no, what happened?
I prepared everything perfectly. I memorized every single word.
And?
But when I got on stage, I forgot everything. My mind went completely blank.
Oh my god, that's so scary.
I stood there in silence for like 10 seconds. It felt like forever.
What did you do?
I took a deep breath and just started speaking naturally without trying to remember my memorized speech.
And how did it go?
It actually went great. People understood me and even complimented my presentation.
Oh, that's such a good story.
The lesson is don't try to be perfect, just be natural and confident.
I love that. Okay, let's talk about one more important thing. Vocabulary building.
Yes, you need words to be fluent.
But how do we learn new words effectively?
Don't just memorize lists of random words. Learn words in context.
What does that mean?
It means learning words through sentences and situations, not alone.
Oh, like learning the word excited in a sentence like, I am excited about my trip.
Exactly. You remember it better because you understand how to use it.
That makes so much sense. Any other vocabulary tips?
Yes, learn phrases, not just individual words.
Oh, like take care instead of just take and care separately.
Exactly. English is full of phrases and expressions.
Like piece of cake means something is easy.
Yes, or break a leg means good luck.
Those are so fun. Okay, everyone, comment below your favorite English phrase or idiom.
Yes, we'd love to hear them. All right, we're almost done. Let's summarize everything.
Yes. So today we learned that fluency is about smooth communication, not perfection.
We talked about thinking in English, practicing speaking alone, and not being afraid of mistakes.
We also discussed immersion, pronunciation, rhythm, and vocabulary building.
And most importantly, we did fun role plays to practice real situations.
Exactly. You know what? Learning English should be fun, not stressful.
Absolutely. If you enjoy the process, you'll improve so much faster.
Oh, I love that message. Okay, everyone, we really hope this video helped you.
Remember, fluency takes time. Be patient with yourself.
Yes, celebrate small improvements. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, it all counts.
And please don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace.
Such wise words. All right, before we go, please hit that like button if you enjoyed this video.
And subscribe to the English Mind for more amazing English lessons.
Drop a comment telling us which tip you'll try first.
We read all your comments and we love hearing from you.
Okay, everyone, keep practicing, stay confident, and remember that mistakes are just proof that you're trying.
We believe in you. You can do this.
See you in the next class. Bye bye.
Take care, everyone. Keep learning.